Eddie Van Halen here, telling you, keep playing, man. Gotta keep playing. It's the only thing there is. Music, man. Keep playing. All right? I'm gonna come looking for you if you don't.
All right. Here we are. The debut of the Guitarsenal.
The Guitarsenal.
The Guitarsenal. The Guitarsenal. Wait. Should I do something here?
Yeah, you gotta do it.
The Guitarsenal.
Mikey Mojo, are you here for the Guitarsenal?
He's too busy uploading his Van Halen videos or his Sammy Hagar videos.
Right. Yep. Getting all that Instagram stuff. Well, welcome in, guys. Trev, Randy, John. Good to see you boys.
What's up, buddy?
CR2's parents died again, or somebody fucking died.
Yeah, probably. Maybe a patient.
Tuesdays are awesome for me, man. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Where are you? So, the new concept for the new show on Tuesdays is the Guitarsenal. Basically, all the stuff that we have in our guitar arsenal, gear, guitars, cool stuff that we use to get this guitar sound into the computer. I don't know, anything that we've got. Some guests that may come on, share some of their guitars. John, stuff you got, Randy, Symmetry, Trev. Mine will be a short list compared to you fuckers, but hey. We got plenty. We got plenty for content. So want to welcome in everybody that's here. If you're new to the show, this is a new show. So everybody's new to this show. But we're live Tuesday nights now, 8 p.m. Thursdays for Trans Trim Thursday at 8:05 p.m. and Sundays for Sunday Community Jam at 5:05 Eastern. So what we're going to do tonight for the debut inaugural show is we are going to start off with one of my favorites, the EVH USA Wolfgang signature guitar. So we'll kind of talk about it.
Gander.
Talk about whatever we can, whatever we kind of come up with on this. But
one of my favorites too.
So before we get into that, though, I want to give a big, huge shout out and thanks to our channel members. We've got channel membership available on the channel. If you should choose to help support the channel in that manner, we certainly appreciate it. So a big shout out and thank you to all of these channel members listed here. Really helps to support what we're doing and keep us going, keep us motivated to continue to provide the content that hopefully everybody is enjoying. So thank you to all of our channel members. And speaking of channel members and folks in the chat, let's crack this thing open and let's see who's here. Let's get it going here and we'll see who's here. All right.
Got to open it up before the 45-minute mark like Tony does.
He appears to be frozen.
Oh, yeah.
It's beautiful.
You're right.
Yeah.
Welcome to the debut of our show.
Yeah.
Train derailed.
Instantly.
Well, I guess we can open it up. I could scroll up to the top.
Yeah, you can
take over here.
It's not like we haven't done this before, guys.
Right, bust it out, Trev.
Put my fingers on him. I see first in the chat.
Me.
R2R3 locking nut.
Yeah. Where is he now?
Go.
Oh, my grandma died again.
And we got Mr. Mick in the house.
What's up, Mr. Mick?
We've got Ryan, sort of.
Ish.
He's gone.
Right. Got Lee Elbar J.
What's up, Elbar J?
Cheers,
How's the
man.
weather in your neck of the woods, Randy?
In the neck of my woods?
Well, you're basically in the same place Ryan is, right?
Is it stormy?
It's been on and off raining today. Hot.
Stormy.
Maybe up where he's at. Ryan's on the north side of Atlanta. I'm on the east. So,
Right.
Hey, bro.
But yeah, I think we're supposed to get some bad weather moving in.
Well, there you go.
The Rambler. Hey, man. Been a minute.
Rambler?
Good to see you, man.
Hey, man, how are you?
We got Rob Blackmore official.
What's up, Rob Blackmore?
Right on, man. Electric Gypsy Blues. Hey, man. Good to
What's
see
up,
you.
dude?
How you doing, man? Nice chatting with you the other day.
Faithful moderator Patty Dill in the house.
Patty in the
Patty's
chat.
in the chat.
Queen of YouTube.
And
for
Mr.
sure.
VHB Jr.
Bruce.
Right on. Good to see you, Bruce. Cheers, man.
Oh, yeah. We got a big blobbo nasty storm moving this way.
Yeah, we got the John DeShane.
Who that
Welcome
fuck?
to the first episode of the Guitarsenal.
All
Right on.
official and shit, and Ryan shits the bed.
Scrolling here, looking for Cushman NYC. Cheers,
Kush,
brother.
what's up, dude?
Hey, brother.
Good to see you in the chat. Dan the Man Gorman.
What's up,
Cheers,
Dan?
brother. Good to see you.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
You
there's a
can just
guitar
keep
in
putting them
there.
up like that. Martian Murray. Dope. There's a new Tuesday stream. Yeah, you bet.
Yeah.
You bet. Pretty stoked. I've got Whoa, Christ. And I know you did not
Imagine
have
if
your
Ryan was
pants here.
just gone.
Maybe
Power
wondering-
up for 2 days.
I was wondering what that smell was.
Oh, who said that?
yeah, channel member Hillary.
What's up,
Good to see you
Hillary?
again.
You
Right on.
working?
Welcome.
You working the old dispatch this evening, Hillary?
Maybe. And Dickard with Dave is here. Cheers, Dave. Good to see you, man.
Where's one?
Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's up?
What's going on?
Where's Jimmy?
He's probably doing some spackle or something. We got the lawnmower tapes is here. It is time.
Hey, brother.
So
That's a good looking dog. Who's a good boy? And Cheryl Locke is here. Right on. Channel member
Cheryl.
Cheryl Locke. Good to
Hey,
see you,
Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Good to see
Welcome
you.
to our catastrophe. Can't drive
It's not
55. Did I miss
catastrophic
summer
yet.
nights? Well, see, it's kind of different. I don't know how much playing's actually going to be. This is more about the gear, more of a deep dive into well, today was going to be Ryan into his USA signature. However, we're just improvising as we go here now. George is here. See George. Channel
Hey,
member.
George. How you
George.
doing, buddy?
And Matt McCullum. Hey, yo, everybody storming really
What's
bad
up,
here
dude?
in North Georgia. Thanks for the update, Matt. Good to see you, my friend. And we got... Oh, see, he didn't put the dollar out yet, so we're going to have to improv that, I guess. But we've got... Take a gander here. Rob Blackmore renewing his vows and
I
becoming
got
a
you,
channel
dog. I
member.
got you.
Awesome.
It ain't dollar, but a little Van Halen will work.
Yeah.
That's so sexy.
And what in the wide world of sports is going on in here? That's a good question.
We don't
Steve.
really
Good
know
to see
now.
you, man. Good to see you. We're just kind of winging it here, man. Once we get through roll call, that'll be...
Oh, Randy's got a rack behind him he can deal with, or got a guitar
And
too.
I just rolled in and kicking down the door. Feisty feather.
Hey,
good
Hey,
to
what's
see
going
you.
on?
Small
Welcome to the show. And there
There
we
he
go.
is.
Just like that. We're
He's
finished
back.
roll call.
As soon as I went to click the chat, we had like a huge boom here. Power went off. We got a big storm that's rolling through. So,
Right.
you know,
Right.
it just wouldn't be, you know, the inaugural night for the new show without
Right.
some kind of catastrophe happening.
Randy was already running his racks looking to get onto something.
Right?
I was
Yeah.
going to get out my build sheet for my sirs.
There you go. Something like that.
We got enough to keep it going for the theme of this show, so
Yeah.
You bet.
at least we didn't forget roll call.
Nope.
It looks like, it looks like the trees are maybe standing a little more upright now. Well, they were moving. Wind was
Just a
really,
cell.
really
Yeah,
getting it. Yeah.
I looked at the map a minute ago. It looks like it's headed my way too. So
Yeah, Matt McCollum was in the chat saying it was mighty stormy where he's at.
Yeah. It just passed over here, and it certainly hit hard. So I couldn't even get on my phone cellular for some
Oh, really?
reason. Yeah.
Just a complete
Just
EM burst or something.
something. Yeah. So sorry about that, but here we are. It came back up pretty quick, and we're good to
I
go.
blame Trump.
I think some of my lights are not on. Maybe they are. I don't know.
Your amp lights just came on.
Oh, they were on. They were on. I'm talking
the
about
camera
some,
just focused on them.
Oh,
some
maybe
of some of my in-house lights here. Let me get resituated here. See if I can get everything back going.
live without a net, boys.
Trev, you want to carry
backup
on with the roll call
generators
while
and-
Ryan gets
I
it
think
together?
we're up to date. We're
Oh,
up to
all
date.
right.
I'm keeping my eyes open for new peoples, but last
Feisty
one in was
Feather?
Feisty Feather, yeah. I got 31 watching now. Appreciate y'all coming out to our inaugural run of the Guitarsenal. Wait.
Bruce said they had bad thunderstorms last night. Biggest
Okay.
sonic boom he's heard in years. That sucks, Bruce.
I think we're good to go.
All right.
All right. So where were we? I mean, I was going to start with the chat. You've already said hello to everybody, so
Yeah, we went through roll call.
I'll say hello to everybody as well. So welcome in.
At the top, we're starting with R2, R3. Holy fuck.
Oh. Hello, Blue Mox. Welcome in.
He already did
Blue.
it, didn't he? Welcome in, Blue. Let's see. We got Rob Blackmore official. Renewing that membership. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate that. Looks like there's 2 stars. Oh, we had one. We needed that. All right. So on with the show. I'm just all trying to get caught back up here. Yeah. All right. So we said that we were going to talk about the EVH Wolfgang signature
What kind of gang is that, Ryan?
Wolf
There
Gang.
we go. Yeah.
So I had all set up over here. Let me see. I got to put it back in here.
I'll throw it out there now. That is probably my second favorite guitar of Ryan's.
Outside of Claudia, that's my.
Oh, that's number one, dog.
Yeah.
But that
That is number 2.
that guitar he's holding is great.
Let's see.
Yep.
I got to get back over
That's
here.
one of the only EVH products I would probably own. Looks like a Les Paul, modern Les Paul.
AMC Kingdom in house. Welcome. Good to see you back.
Good to see you. All right, let me get reset up here. I had everything just all organized and ready to go.
PC
And then,
brother, Hip Metalworks. Cheers, my man. Good
Good
to see you.
Good to see you, Hip. All right, let me get it right over to here. All right, now we can do this, and I can share that. Literally, everything was gone that I had all set up, like at least an hour and a half before the show.
Appreciate your Ralph Lauren.
You like my polo there?
It's Polo, man.
This, I hate to call my age out here, but I bet you this shirt is probably older than Randy.
You got
I've
that in a
never
box
worn-
when you bought your polo for men in the green bottle, right?
Oh, Polo's still
this-
popular.
This is
Is
a
it?
testament to
With
how good they make their product.
Yeah.
I bought this shirt in 1991.
Okay, it's not older than me.
No.
I did not wear. I never owned a pair of Jordache jeans though.
No, I don't think I did either.
All right, so let's
But
talk
I did
about
have a
the-
few bottles of Drakkar Noir.
Oh yeah, that was some good stuff. So let's talk about the Wolfgang USA Eddie Van Halen signature model. All right, so the series here is the Wolfgang USA. This one happens to be ivory. It is a 6-string and it is a right-handed orientation. So this was interesting. I never really looked at all these specs before. I just kind of, just bought it. So the finish on it is a gloss urethane. So I guess that is going to last for quite some time.
Is
as
it like a
opposed to
thick
like
one,
a
Ryan,
nitro.
or is it pretty light?
It doesn't seem to be, like a really, really thick. I
Right.
think it's just a light coat on it.
Nice.
But basswood body, and one of the cool things is the 5-ply binding. Let me get this here. There we go. Can you see that binding that's on there?
Sexy.
Oh yeah.
5-ply. And then
Classy,
they
man.
also have it around the headstock.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
one of the nice little upgrades to like the Mexican specials and whatnot. Get that binding. All right, let's get back over here.
Can you still get those, Ryan, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got Ed is here. Welcome in, Ed.
Welcome
and
in,
Bo,
Ed.
Guitar Man 45.
Good to see you, boys. Good to see you,
Some
Ed and Bo.
Bo.
So this was something that I was wondering. It says that the body top is big leaf maple, right? So if you were to sand this down to bare wood, would it be quilted or flame on it? or is it just kind of whatever piece that they have and they slap on it?
I
What
would
happens when you hit
Good
that
question.
question mark or the magnifier?
You mean the magnified?
beside it?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I would assume since they're painted that
This goes back to that.
it goes to the guitars that have a big leaf maple top. I would assume since they're painting them that it's probably not really figured.
Yeah,
Right.
Not the pick of the litter, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so either, but I mean,
It's got a Claudia top with white paint on it.
right? Well, I mean, you never know. It's like buying you a new home and pulling up the carpet and seeing all the nice hardwood floors underneath it, right?
Yeah.
So for electronics, we do have the direct mount. These are mounted directly to the body. They cannot be adjusted unless you pull them out and put a shim or something underneath them. But they are screwed directly into the wood, right into the body. So I guess they have to determine exactly how high they want them for when they route it out. Or I wonder if they do any kind of shimming in the custom shop when they make these. When I bought this guitar, it came in a box that said Fender Custom Shop with this. It was sealed with a sticker that said Fender Custom Shop. So the EVH signatures, I'm assuming, are built in the Fender Custom Shop. Probably
Question
by
for
their
you, Ryan.
new guys that come in and yeah. What's up?
2 questions actually. Where the pickup screws into the body, is there a spring between the foot and the wood?
Nope.
No.
If you look
it's
down
set.
in there,
It
yeah.
is
If you look down in there really close, I don't know if I can get on there in there. If you see that little hole that's open,
Yeah.
that's bare wood
Nice.
on those feet.
Yeah.
That's bare wood right underneath them.
Oh, so it's
So
right. It's
It
right
is
in there,
decked
yeah?
right on the wood. Yep, for sure. Yep.
So the neck or the bridge pickup is an El Nico 514K, something like that.
Yeah, it is a AL3 humbucking pickup.
In the bridge,
The neck.
the neck, the bridge is
Hi, Dory.
5, isn't it?
Welcome.
I'm
Good
not
to
sure
see you.
what the bridge is. Randy, wherever he is, could probably tell us. Yep.
He got hit by the same storm.
Could be. Could be. He may have dropped out. Good to see you, Dory.
Good to
All
see
right,
you,
so
Dory.
the controls, this was always something that I never really understood, and I guess it's for the mass market, but you've got a low friction volume pot here, which is fine. Why did he ever have a tone knob on these? I mean, this is a high friction, so this is much, harder to turn. Whereas this one, you can just flick it.
Yeah.
But why have a tone knob on there? He never used it, did he?
A market.
Yeah, I guess to
Never
appease
went for
everyone
that
that
woman
yeah,
tone.
right. So it's got that and a treble bleed circuit, 250K high friction pot for the tone pot. Doesn't say anything about what is that?
There wouldn't be the treble bleed circuit is on the volume, Ryan.
Okay.
Yeah. The tone is just a 250 pot, and it's good pot too. Burns
Yep.
pot. Really, that's you can't get better than that.
I wonder if the volume is a 500K pot.
Yeah, the volume's 500 and the tone on those is 250.
Okay.
The output on the pickups, the bridge is A5 1314K. Yeah.
A2.
It's an El Nico too.
Yeah,
The bridge is an A2?
the bridge is an A2, and when they come out with the signature series, they change the neck pickup to an A3.
Yeah.
That one
They-
has an A3.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the only model that has the 3 in it, I believe. This was
I think the Japanese ones do as well.
really
Any of them that's more like his signature
the
model
signature line. Yeah.
has the A3 neck pickup. If you went and bought like a Mexican Wolfgang special, it would have the standard A2 magnet pickups.
Gotcha. All right, so the pickup switching we all know is reversed. So all the way down is the neck. And then all the way up is the bridge. which is something that he's done since the PV Wolfgang days, right?
Right.
And pickup configuration obviously is humbucker.
Well, I think the PVs were reversed too.
That's what I said.
Really?
It's something that he's done
Sorry.
since the PVs. Yeah. And
The pickups really sound balanced and matched really well, especially on that guitar.
yeah, this is probably one of the best playing guitars that I've ever played. Right out of the box, it was smooth. It felt like it had been my guitar for years, and it just one of the best, most well put together guitars that I've ever played. Now, one of the reasons that he did this switch this way, I do believe, is, we all know that Eddie, did a lot of tapping, right? So
He's been known to from time to time.
if you have that in the down position and you start doing some tapping or whatnot, and you move up,
You hit the switch.
sometimes you can hit the switch and move it up. So I believe that's why he reversed that. So when he came over and was doing that, if he hit it, it would stay where it was.
I 100% agree with you.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yep.
That
for sure.
My Japanese special I had was the traditional way, and I pulled the switch and spun it
Really?
because anytime I would tap, I would knock it. And I bought that guitar used too, so I don't know if it was supposed to be reversed and the previous owner had changed it, or they
The
came that way.
Japanese
I don't remember.
specials should have come this way.
Right.
So whoever had it before probably swapped it around.
Probably.
Now, the new Mexican specials are the other way around. So you remember that show that when I got the purple one, I flipped it, and then we had all the problems with the output. So those come standard, and you can just flip them around.
We got Gretsch Zeppelin. We got Paulie Walnuts.
Good to see
and
Gretsch. Good to see Polly.
We got Martian Murray signed up as a member.
Woo, Martian Murray, new member. There we go. Thank you, Martian Murray, for the support on the channel. We certainly appreciate that.
Right on.
All right, so neck material. We do have quarter-sawn maple, which, Randy, can you explain what the quarter-sawn means?
Quarter sawn.
It's quarter sawn. It's in the way that
However you want to say it.
it's in the way that the board is cut. Usually on quarter sawn, if you look at the edge where like the fretboard meets that neck, you'll see a bunch of fine little dots.
It's like the best way for strength, isn't it, to cut a piece of maple?
Yeah, it has to do with the way it's cut against the grain. Mm-hmm. Most
Like
I
nice
have a
start.
diagram.
Yeah, I don't see a bunch of little dots.
No, at the neck heel. Like where it joins the body, you'd be able to see it, right? Where it runs out.
Yeah, like the Charvels I have, the older ones that are quarter sawn necks, you can see it where the fretboard meets because they're not a one piece neck.
You can kind of see a little bit right here.
They're
Can
real.
you present that, Trev?
Here, solo me out for a second.
There you go.
So it depends on how the board is cut, right? Mm-hmm. So plain sawn is whatever, and you got the little smiles with the grain, right? Rift sawn, you got the angles, kind of trying to get vertical. Quarter sawn, you want the grain to be as perpendicular to your flat sides as possible, which makes it
Right.
a more desirable piece of wood because it's not going to go squirrely on you and bend and stuff. It
Right.
tends to be a lot more stable.
Right.
I know all the Sirs are quarter sawn.
And see, Charvel used to be quarter sawn until they moved the production to Mexico. And the first year
Pine necks.
they're still maple, but they're flat sawn,
Right.
which according to that picture that Trev brought up is what they call plain sawn. But yeah, quarter sawn is way more durable
Yeah.
than when you go if you're a touring guy or whatever, that neck's not going to move near as much as a flat sawn neck would.
All right.
And that's
so
true. That guitar doesn't go out of tune. Once it's in, it's in.
That's exactly what I was just about to get to. This is a bolt-on graphite reinforced neck, and I have yet to ever have to adjust it. And this thing is sturdy and hardly ever have to retune it. If I do, it's just, a couple cents up or down, just depending on the weather. But the graphite reinforcement necks on these things are just completely stellar, man. They are fantastic.
Okay.
All right, so neck shape, it does say that it's a Wolfgang back shape. I don't know that I really feel any difference on it.
Does it feel traditional? It doesn't feel asymmetrical?
No, not to me. Right. The Axis EX feels a little more asymmetrical to me than this neck would. But no, this just feels natural, basically. Doesn't feel like anything, just feels perfect. So it says it's a Wolfgang back shape, but who knows?
If you go up to the neck thickness, Ryan, that's a little chunkier than most. Oh, it's at the third. Sorry.
0.805 at the third fret right here. Is that this width, I guess?
Yes.
Yeah, from fingertip to fingertip.
And 0.890 at the 12th as far as thickness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So by comparison, my surf green one is 920 or 930 at the 12th.
Gotcha. Yeah. So the radius on it is a 12 to 16. Mm-hmm. And the radius basically just means that the curvature of the neck fretboard. So if you were to draw a 12-inch circle and you would cut a piece of that circle out, the curvature that you would see on that is what the curvature of the fretboard is. So it's 12 up here, and then it goes down to a 16-inch down further. And that's
an excellent way of describing it, Ryan. I've never even thought about that.
Yeah.
That makes it so easy to visualize.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So draw a 12-inch circle, cut a little piece out, and whatever curvature you see is what the curvature of the fretboard is. So it's a little easier to chord, chord shapes up here, and then a little flatter, for the shredding and whatnot down here. 12 to 16. 12-16 has always seemed to be a more comfortable radius for me, a compound radius.
Super popular too.
Yeah. All right, and the fingerboard is made of ebony. I don't know if this is, stained or if this is a true dark ebony. It's really, really dark. I was really happy with it when I got it. But I know a lot of manufacturers, it's so scarce to get a really, really dark ebony. So maybe they stain them. I don't know. But
I know with Warmoth, because I've been looking at replacing the neck on the drop C guitar. Mm-hmm. And ebony's my favorite fretwood. Yep. It's for the dark stuff. They call it Madagascar, and I don't know if that's all of it. It's like a 250, 275 upcharge.
But even with some of that, you can get some like little vanilla streaks or something through it. So, I seem to really kind of like the look and the feel of ebony myself.
Love it.
22 frets, of course, vintage stainless, super, super smooth feeling. You have no drag on these frets at all. Super, super comfortable to play. And I don't think that I'll ever have to worry about getting a fret dress or fret replacement because these stainless are just fantastic.
So the vintage spec is, so they're small frets, aren't they?
It's a smaller fret, yep, for sure. Let's see if you
I wonder how close that is to the Music Man, because I was getting all, those are tiny. Hot and bothered about the Luke model, but those are vintage frets. It was like, all I feel is wood.
I mean, these are super comfortable with the action as low as it is.
Yeah,
I mean,
they look bigger than the ones on the Luke, though.
Really?
Yeah.
You can see that curvature there too on the fret right there.
You just tell it's put together well, eh?
It is. It's really, really well built.
Finish.
Yes, for sure. So the nut width, this is an R2 locking nut that's on it. 1.650 or 42 millimeter. And the inlays are a Perloid block, heel-mounted truss rod adjustment wheel down here. So you can do some quick tweaking, which I've never had to do. and the Floyd Rose retainer bar right here, string tree. Now, this is something that you talk about fit and finish. I'm going to blow this up here a little bit. As many Wolfgangs as I've had, the specials or whatever, I always find that I have to take and lower this bar down. This one came from the custom shop right where it needs to be. It was pushed down perfect. And the reason for that is if you don't get the proper break angle right here on the nut, when you use, when you lock the nut down after tuning it, everything will go sharp because it pushes the string down. But if you have the tree already pulling that down and you have enough pressure here to ride against the back of the nut, then you're good to go. So if you got a guitar that goes sharp when you tighten these down, make sure that your retaining bar is moved down almost down to the platform there. Yep.
I almost think that the retainer also has something to do with tuning stability, because when I installed the FU tone system on mine, I couldn't get that fucker to stay in tune no matter what. And it was the same idea, though, that the string tree wasn't down low enough. Right. So it wasn't sitting flat across the nut. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Steve-O just tightened it down and boom, it doesn't. Perfect.
Yep. A lot of troubles can be taken care of by just making sure that your retaining bar is down far enough. All right. So what else we got? The bridge on it is the EVH branded. You can see the EVH right there. Branded Floyd Rose. This is the 1000 on the Top Daddy. They use the 1000.
That's one point of contention for a lot of people.
It is, but it is what it is. They say this is what Ed preferred because the original Floyd Rose, I read that he said that the saddles were further apart. They had spacing in between them, and they were tighter tolerances on the 1000s, so he preferred to use these. Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Now, the saddles are different on between a 1000 and a German Floyd.
Right.
The 1000 series are taller, and the edges on them are more sharp than a German Floyd. So the way your hand sits on them is a little different too.
Right.
Is it enough for the average person to notice? Probably not.
Right. Now, one thing to notice here, you see all of the lock screws. You see the little spring that's underneath them. The detuna on this one, if I can get that to focus, it's going to focus on that right there.
It wants your hook. Yeah. There we go.
The little spring that's typically under here on all the other guitars, they remove that spring on the USA signature models. And this thing moves like butter. Just in and out. Piece of cake. On some of the guitars, you have to kind of dive bomb a little bit and then pull it out. This one is super, super smooth because there's no spring underneath it. So,
why do you think that is?
Because that's how Eddie liked it, I guess.
Yep.
Did you do that to your other ones as well, or no?
I take the tension off of it. Yeah, I don't take them off. I just
bend them out of the way.
I bend the tension off of it. Yep.
Oh, you're talking the retainers for
the finger spring
underneath.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it certainly helps. All the detunas that I have are just so super smooth now that I've taken the tension off of that. All right.
Old Japanese. Does your Chinese special have the finger spring for that, for the low E on it?
I believe it does. I'd have to double check that.
My Japanese one did not.
I'll have to double check. I haven't really looked at that.
I think
all right,
Mr.
so
Sova's confused a little bit, like I was talking about springs.
Okay.
So it's the retainer plate that sits underneath your string locks, right?
Yeah.
So it retains tension on the string lock Allen keys that go right into the back of your saddle. Does that make sense?
Let me see if I can get this here. So yeah, the little springs that are underneath the black lock screws.
Mm-hmm.
See if that'll focus again. Come on. This camera is intent on focusing on the eye hook. There you go. You can see it underneath there. Little silver things. There is not one underneath there.
Yeah. If you've taken a Floyd apart, that's one of the things between the block and the actual base plate of steel that it's screwed right in between it like a sandwich. Because I know I've taken mine out and then that causes more problems than it was worth for me. So I had to put it back together.
So we can't see it. The back plate is on this guitar. I've never taken it off. I've never had a need to, but eventually I'll probably just take that off and leave it. But it does have a brass tremolo block in there. EVH branded Goto tuners. See the
Not
EVH
bonkers.
branded there. Yep. And it's got the perloid tips on it. Switch tip here is black. And it comes with the EVH 942s. And it does not have strap buttons. It does have the eye hooks standard on this guitar. You will get this guitar with these installed and a strap and the clasps for it.
Oh, so it's a complete thing.
It's a complete thing.
Do
Yep.
those eye hooks have like a coarse wood type thread, or are they like a machine?
I've never taken it out, so I don't know.
All the ones
Some
that guys
things are
use, I guess
better
you can
left
use either
unexplored.
or.
Yeah, I think it's probably just a coarse wood screw that screws right in there. I, however, will take a standard strap.
Go right
And
over.
what I did is I slit that just a little bit so that I could just slide that right over the top of it.
Right.
Like so.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got the strap off of it because I don't want to throw it off when we weigh it.
Right,
So
there you go.
let's do that. Let's bring it over to the bench, and we're gonna weigh.
Yay.
We're gonna weigh this thing.
And while we're doing that, Blue Box asks why I just called that a finger spring, because the springs are little fingers. So that's actually a pretty common term for that, is a finger spring plate.
I think the key thing is the plate. Got to say that it's part of the plate. Because otherwise you start thinking, like in the D-Tuna, they've got a little wee spring in there.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking until Sova asked the question. Yeah.
Okay, everybody can see that we're zeroed out here, right? Can you read that?
Yep.
What's the over-under? Anybody? Guess?
I think it's going to be 8 pounds, 2 ounces.
9. It's all a 9.
That guitar's not 9 pounds.
All of it.
All right. So what's the going bet?
8
I'm
pounds,
saying
2
9,
ounces.
and the boys are saying under. 7.5, 8, 9, 7, 9. What do we got? 8 right
Turn
on
that
the button.
around where you can actually read it.
8 pounds, 3 3/4 ounces. So 8 1/4 pounds.
Andy Carson, bang on.
Right. Yeah.
So we.
That's a
Let me
reasonable.
get my cans back on.
Andy was bang on to the point where if it was the Price is Right, he would not be going to the showcase.
Oh yeah.
He said 8.4.
8.4. So he knows his Wolfgangs. So we have officially documented this guitar and its weight. So that will forever live on YouTube.
Martian Murray said it was 77 pounds.
77. So I am going to show you how this goes back on. Like I showed earlier, just slips over and then that catches on right there. And I do that because it obviously didn't give a crap. But the metal hook on here, when you put it on a stand or whatever, it's just like clank, clank, all over the guitar. So, all right, get this put on down here as well. Same thing.
I would
slip it
imagine
over.
that they potentially, like those dog leash hooks, could squeak too, right?
They do.
Oh, they make all kinds of noise.
Yeah, they're very loud. All right, where have I put? Oh, I'm sitting on it. I'm gonna plug this in. This is probably one of the best sounding guitars too. In my Guitarsenal.
I'll agree with that.
That's the bridge pickup. Let's go down to up to the neck here. Just super clear, articulate, and just really, crisp tone out of this guitar.
Yeah, that thing sounds killer.
Your tone knob's all the way up?
Tone knob is all the way up. Yes, sir.
Yep. Sure is a nice, like you said, it's crisp, but it's warm.
It's
You know what I mean?
warm, it's woody, and just very, it's chimey, but, I don't know. It's just
It's
kind
got
of
all the
around.
goods.
Yep.
Hearing it in the room,
Yeah.
it's got a lot of cut. It cuts.
Yep. For sure. So again, one of my favorite guitars that I've got. So what they do include with this guitar is where's the stupid thing? There it is. Like I said, they do include the leather strap, the dog leash strap, eye bolt, brass claps, tremolo arm, hex keys, and user manual with this thing. So I would certainly recommend.
And a hard shell case, right?
Oh, absolutely. All that is included with this one for sure. But anybody that is looking for a really high quality guitar that you really don't have to do anything to it.
Right.
This,
Set it, forget it. Just change the strings once in a while,
and I really think that this is the the final culmination of his cross pollination of a Strat and a Les Paul. It's got a very similar kind of body shape at the bottom to a Les Paul. A little asymmetrical from one side to the other, but kind of the cutaway access, of a Strat style guitar. And the double humbuckers, like a Les Paul has. Oh, we forgot to talk about the kill switch. This one does have a kill switch. Now, this is a slight point of contention with me. because it's a little noisy, I think. What do you guys think? Is it just me, or are you guys hearing that? That
When you have your
clack,
mic
clack?
3 inches from it.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
Wow, you can totally hear it.
It's got a pop, 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 pop to it.
Is that because of the noise gate with the Roadcaster though? Making it
No.
No.
do that?
So,
You need to get yourself a Tessie switch.
so yeah, I mean, it's I don't know, one of the best sounding ones that I've got.
So as far as the Wolfgang range goes, that's the top of the range, right? There's nothing
This is it.
That's
that's
Yeah.
the pinnacle.
You can also get the Stealth Black, the signature. Now, I do have a Stealth Black over there, but it's not the signature because it didn't exist at the time that I bought that Stealth.
Right.
Basically the main difference is the kill switch, and on the signature models now they have the chrome instead of the black that's on that Stealth. I'd read somewhere that he thought that the black painted Floyd and the nut caused it to be a little darker. And that Stealth, we all know, is a little darker
Cokehead lunatic.
than this one. So,
The white one that he ended up being his main guitar for, you see it in the Kimmel videos and a lot of
Yeah.
tour videos.
yeah.
And it's kind of naturally relict. What is that? That's exactly what you have in your lap now?
That was a special one that, what's his face?
Chip Ellis.
Chip Ellis made for him. He wanted it to look like an original black Stealth had been painted
Right.
and then toured, and so Chip reliced it for him.
Okay.
So, it's funny because all Ed's guitars before, were always, relic looking,
Beat to
and
shit.
said he always liked the look of it. Didn't like a new looking guitar.
So Chip only did a relic. It was essentially a Wolfgang guitar. It's not like that was a mahogany body.
They did a special run of copies of them, and they were what, 20 grand, something
Yeah.
like that, something
What-
stupid,
How many did they make? Like 50 or something like that?
something like
25?
that. Yeah.
Didn't he put out some that were mahogany bodied with a maple top?
He did.
Yeah.
Those are the USA Customs, and they are basically a Les Paul shaped like a Wolfgang.
They're also
And have you played one of those?
20. They're
I have
24
not.
and 3/4 scale too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you played one, Randy?
No,
Yeah,
I guess
those
they're
are
not.
rare. Those are rare as
okay.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, that
But-
guitar, the Relic when he come out with that was the introduction of the block inlays for Ed too.
Yep.
The Les Paul, you mean inlays?
Yeah,
Talking about the Fred inlays?
the square inlays. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, the Stealth guitar just has dots. So only the white one has the, and I think even the black signature one, I think it still has dots on it, doesn't it? I'll have to.
I think they're blocks
Okay, let's take a look. I can come up here.
because
I know you guys can't see it, but
40 Grit did a video on his gray signature, and it's got
okay.
blocks.
Nope. This one is if it's a USA model, then yes. But the signature, let me add this back to the. There's the black signature. It's got dots.
Yeah,
Yep.
because his had dots.
Yep. So this is basically he had this one. I think this was the 2012. I think
Yeah,
when this was introduced.
yeah.
And then he made it a signature model by just putting the kill switch on it and changing it to a chrome Floyd and chrome nut.
It's actually the Floyd on his personal Stealth has all the titanium
Kits, yeah.
stuff,
Right.
all the screws, the blocks, the saddles, the nut, all that's titanium on his.
You mean we don't get that on the USA?
You ever
Signature
price
version?
out the actual saddles.
Oh,
Depends on where you price them
They're
from.
like FU tone, right? I mean, that's
Yeah.
That
There's a reason it's called FU, right?
exactly right up the ass.
the actual titanium saddles from Floyd are cheaper. They're not like an ass load cheaper, but they're cheaper. They're not $600.
Yeah,
So let's see.
Canadian, right?
Yeah,
Guitars.
y'all have like monopoly money or something.
Yeah, it doesn't get you can't rip it, and you can put it through the washer, and it comes out just the same.
Now, Ryan, while we're on the subject of this white USA signature, there is a cheaper alternative in the made in Japan.
A
version.
cheaper alternative than the $45.99.99.
They're what,
guitars.
2,500?
27, I think.
And you've played one, correct?
I've played one. But you know how that is. Typically, the craftsmanship of the EVH stuff that I've seen on the USA stuff is you can't tell a difference. I mean, each one feels a little different, but they're all top notch. The
Right back, boys.
Mexican
My
made
dog's
stuff
going
I've seen some variances in. Some of them are dogs. Some of them are really, really good. So I don't know if the made in Japan stuff now, the signature series, is kind of the same way. Some of them are dogs. I wasn't really impressed with the made in Japan. This one is head and shoulders above it. I mean, no doubt about it. It's just the fit and finish of this thing is well worth the cost of admission.
Now, one of those made in Japan versus a made in Mexico special.
It depends on the special. My purple one over there that I've got,
Yep.
I would probably prefer that one over the made in Japan one that I played. So it's hit and miss. That's why I think it's important that you gotta find these guitars local to you. You gotta go play them. You gotta go, touch them.
But if you're going to spend $4,000 on a guitar,
Well, if you're getting the U.S. signature model, I wouldn't have any qualms ordering one. Actually,
Okay.
I ordered this one from Safe Haven Music in New York, I believe, because basically I told the guy, I said, strum the ones that you've got and send me the most resonant one, the one that you feel vibrate the most. So it came in, and this is it. So I was really, really pleased for it.
that guitar's definitely resonant.
For sure. Let me get this out of the way.
It's a great sounding, great playing axe.
It is. So we obviously have been kind of talking, and I've been showing guitar, so I've kind of not been able to watch the chat a whole lot tonight, so apologize for that. But let's see, I got a couple.
Scotty's here, Miles here.
Good to see you, Miles. Good to see you, Scott. Smallmouth guys here, right? Says, I have 2 Indonesian-made standards, and he effing loves them. Right on. Yeah. I've heard a lot of folks that were happier with the standard than they were the special. They felt like it was a better. And I've played some specials that were like, holy smokes.
Yep.
This thing is badass. Yeah.
Well, Jimmy likes those standard necks.
Mr. Dwight Bailey is here. Good to see you, Dwight.
Hitman.
There's Bruce. Welcome in, Bruce. Cheech is here. Of course, Eddie's going to have the best of the best. That should be obvious. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we are coming up on, 55 minutes we've been going. And we've got another show at 9 o'clock coming up. We got Fruitcake Tony. He's coming on with Halenville in just a few minutes.
Are we doing a raid?
He usually runs a little late, so he may not start until 9:10, 9:13 sometimes. But we're going to go ahead and start wrapping up. Hopefully, everybody enjoyed the first edition of the Guitarsenal. And I'm not sure what we'll do next week. I may pick another guitar, or we'll have John pick one of his, or Randy.
Could you do a poll in the community tab on the channel?
I think you can. Yeah. Say,
Do a little vote now, those little community things that come up.
everybody that's been on the channel and watching us, everybody knows what guitars we have, so they could request a specific guitar. I guess we can do that.
Who do you want to see a guitar from next?
Why don't we do it that way? Anybody that's watching this stream is in the chat, down in the comments of this chat, after you hit the thumbs up, is leave a comment for the next guitar or piece of gear that you want us to see cover. So, and we'll count them up and we'll go from there. So, all right, boys. So this was the first edition of the Guitarsenal.
Sweet.
I'd say successful, absolutely.
Hopefully it went well.
I
Can't
learned
Drive
stuff.
55's got a storm brewing. Yeah, it's rough, man. He's in the Atlanta area too, isn't he? Can't Drive 55 somewhere.
I'm not sure.
Andy is already calling for the GL2T. You got to put it in the comments.
Can't Drive 55. When you say my Charvel, you've got to be more specific because there's a bunch, there's a few back here.
Yeah, that's like saying I want to see Ryan's guitar next. Which one? All right. Blue Mock says, I'd like to hear the differences between Claudia and the Les Paul that Randy Price picked up.
Oh.
Maybe we'll have to do an in-house comparison Guitarsenal one night.
I'm sure we can make that happen.
Right on. So there you go. So was asking for a Natalie show.
Yeah, you put it in the comments.
Yep. Everybody's got to put it in the comments, though.
Go back and
we
read the
tally it
comments
up.
tomorrow and then show some thumbs up on the ones you like. We'll see
Right
who
on.
gets the most thumbs
Right
up.
on. There's Simon Hoss for coming in.
What's
Good
up,
to
Hoss?
see you all,
Right on.
gents. Good to
The
see you
legend
all.
himself.
Right on.
Hoss.
Maybe Tuesday, like I said, will be kind of open to more of a guest platform as well. So, Simon, you got anything that you want to show off? You're more than welcome to come in here and join us for a Tuesday night. Rob Johnson, I'm sure, is going to want to bring some of his guitars over and talk about them. And yeah, we've mentioned a couple of folks from the chat that have already mentioned that they may want to come in. So, email is in the description of the video tonight. Just check that out. Send me an email, and we'll see about getting you booked up. I would like to have a huge list of guests that would like to jump on and show off their stuff.
I'm sure we can
That's
get
what this is
Bo on
all
the
about.
program.
All about the community stuff, man. So
We have we're working on a couple of bigger name dudes too. You know, bigger, different channels and stuff that we all know.
yeah, I've got as No Man's Land would say, I've got some fishing lines out, and I'm waiting, for the hook. But
What do they call it when you drag
we were
them
trying
on the
to-
bottom?
Bob,
bobbing it on the bottom.
We're trying to
There's Seth.
snag Robert Baker the other night.
Yeah, from Ben's channel. Good to see you, Seth. Thanks for jumping in, man.
Hey, brother.
Seth, man, you got some stuff that you do with your guitar stuff. You could join us for the Guitarsenal one night and show off some of your good stuff.
California Customs.
So as Trev closes things down with the stream here, we're gonna get on out of here with just a little rocking track here, and we'll see everybody Thursday for Trans Trim Thursday, 8:05 p.m. Eastern, and we'll see everybody then.
telling you, keep playing, man. Gotta keep playing. It's the only thing there is. Music, man. Keep playing. All right? I'm gonna come looking for you if you don't.
See yous.
Later.